media friends, pageant writers, the lovers present, ladies and gentlemen, especially to the people around here. Good afternoon po. So we all gathered here today in this press conference to shed light to some of the circulating rumor which I am primarily involved in. First and foremost, we are not here to defame anyone, or neither we have the ill intention of humiliating the Queen of Hearts pageant. I just want to tell my side of the story to everyone. I was supposed to be part of this pageant, and I'm very enthusiastic in joining it to the point of looking for sponsors. Last Saturday night, the director, Direct Marquis Santos, he called me and asking help for the sponsors. And I easily agreed. Wala naman problema sa akin. I'm part of the pageant. I'm very much willing to help them. Throughout this competition, there are a lot of lapses na napansin ko. So, last Sunday, in our group chat, I said the following. This is just to clarify things para naman masagot yung mga reklamo at saka yung mga tinatanong ng mga candidates. This is my statement in the said group chat. I really cannot go on and pretend that everything is okay. It's never okay to deceive people and promise them things which you cannot eventually, you will eventually cancel, like the following. First, you said, sagot nyo ang transpo airfare ng girls. That's what we are all informed to, especially the Cebu girls. But they ended up paying for their airfare. Next, you said our venue will be in Danie Hotel, which is in Makati. Upon calling the general manager of Danie Hotel, they denied. They even asked me kung saan ko nakuha yung e-ticket na ipinasa sa amin, which is nakakaya on our side. Despite the fact of knowing this, I remain silent and just asked them kung saan pa talaga yung finals. Third, you keep on changing the date schedules, which prompted even bigger problems to all the parties involved. First and foremost, doon sa airfare ticket. The more you extend the pageant, the more they have to rebook and remove not only their ticket, their families also. There were handlers and makeup artists. And also, yung leave balance ng mga leave balance in school saka sa trabaho. Hindi naman din ganun kadali mag-leave. Kasi ako, I'm working, that's why I'm really having problems with that one. Fourth, it told us that we are gonna stay in Winford Hotel for the whole duration of the pageant. And when I called Winford this Sunday morning, kung ano yung oras ng check-in namin on Tuesday, the operator said, ma'am, hindi po kayo mag-check-in dito. The check-in date is only on 14 and 15. And I was shocked. And then I asked again in the group chat, Direk, kailan tayo mag-i-in-house? Anong oras? To my shock, some of the girls that's still in the group chat message me na yung i-in-house is yung Cebu girls na lang, which is in Eurotel. Ang layo ng Eurotel sa Winford. That's why I understand most of the Manila girls, they already back out kasi hindi naman din pala sila i-in-house. Bali kapag from Luzon ka, uwian ka lang. Which is very much unfair to the side of the Manila girls. The fifth one is the online voting. At first, sabi nila, advanced to like top 10 ata, yun yung nakalagay sa Vantel. And then it came to a point na 30% na lang yung number 1 sa Vantel voting, which is okay because that's part of the competition. And this is the last one. They are making us sell tickets which is not approved by DTI. I asked them if the ticket selling was approved by DTI. Since this one is a pageant promotions, diba? And a contest. The fact that it's a contest, dapat dumadaan kami under supervision of the DTI. May guidance nila kasi may premyo, diba? Para ma-secure yung panalo, para ma-secure din yung consistency ng pageant. And upon clarifying these things, ang ginawa lang sa amin is, I was expecting them to like apologize for their lapses and to tell us that everything will be okay. Para i-reassure kami. I was shocked when the National Director, Mrs. Michigo Hill, she kicked me out of the pageant. And when I asked her why is she kicking me out of the pageant, she only told me that she's the pageant director and she decides for the good of the pageant. When I asked her what did I do wrong, the only thing that she said is that I'm not fit to be a beauty queen of their pageant. To be honest, it's easily justified, not because I clarify things and is asking them to answer my questions, bad character na agad. Try to fit in our shoes, the girls. The Cebugers, they cannot back out anymore. Kasi gumastos na sila. Kumbaga, nagkapahiyaan na. On my part, gumastos na rin ako. I got sponsors too. I have to return their money yesterday kasi hindi na talaga ako isasali doon sa pageant. I have backlogs in my account. Kasi I need to pay them back kasi ginastos ko na iba. It's hard for me na mag-kick out lang ako for the reason na ikinorek ko yung English ng pageant, National Pageant Director. Actually, I used to be an English teacher. English major ako. I really like to help people with their English. Hindi yun para ipahiya sila. Kasi kung ipapahiya mo yung tao, wala ka naman mapapala doon. Kaya ka nga nag-teacher para turuan, ma-educate yung mga tao. Hindi, siguro on the receiving end, hindi nagustuhan ni pageant director yun. And she considered that as an attack to the national director. Which is on my part, naguguluhan tuloy ako. Eh, ang sa akin lang naman, unang-una, when she decided to kick me out, hindi niya naisip, gumastos na ako. Second, I also made a leak in our office. Third, paano na lang yung mga sponsors? Kasi minsan out of the heat of your anger, nakakapagsalita ka ng mali, nakakapagsabi ka ng nakakasakit sa tao. Pero I was very calm and collected during that time. Respectful ko when it comes to answering the pageant national director / Tower 2. Eh, kung tutuusin nga ako, supposed to be, dapat nagsusorry sila, hindi yung porke nagtanong ako, porke nagreklamo ako ng mali nila, tatanggalin mo na agad ako sa pageant for no valid reason. It's hard to explain to people. Pero parang, also one of the girls sent me a screenshot which they said na parang ako pa yung nag-aakusa ng mali. First and foremost, that is not true. It was the pageant director who accused me of being a spy of her competitor pageant. Doon talaga ako naiyak. Kasi this Saturday, I think it was in a party of a socialite friend. The two of us, the competitor and me, we are both looking for sponsors. Like, I'm competing with her. I'm trying to block her from getting the sponsors, to be honest, for this pageant. I also called one friend from a TV variety show para mabigyan yung Queen of Hearts ng TV exposure. Because I'm really enthusiastic in helping them since I know that the sponsors some are also backing out. Sana man lang naisip ni Mitzi na bago na ako kick out, of all her pageant contestants, I am the only one who made effort just to look for sponsors and additional funding for this pageant. It's very unfair on my side na bigla mo na lang ako tatanggalin dahil lang ikinore ko yung English mo. Which is hindi ko naman intention na bastusin ka. Kasi kung bastos yung pagkasabi ko, definitely that's attack against my character. And to the people that know me, alam nila na matulungin ako. I've been to many national pageants before. Kahit hindi ako nananalo, at least I always got something like the Miss Friendship Award. Because I've always been voted for. Miss Friendship is something that the community doesn't award you. That is an award for having a good contact throughout the competition with the media friends, with the organizers, also with our co-contestants, diba? And it's unfair na ako yung gagawin yung masama. Even the girls know what happened. The girls know how you disrespected me, insulted me, and of course accused me of things that I did not do. Kaya it's very sad. Ang sa akin lang, Miss Mitzi, this could have been prevented if inuuna natin muna na pag-usapan ng maayos. Hindi yung bigla mo na lang babanatan yung bata, bigla mo na lang ako tinanggal. I'm very much open to the possibility of fixing this. There's even one friend of Miss Mitzi that is mitigating in front for her na nakikipag-usap sa akin na pagbating kami. Very much open ako. I'm always willing to accept their apology and I'm waiting. But despite that, since the DTI was informed about these pageant tickets, I already filed a complaint against the pageant so that the DTI will know that there is such ticket selling na hindi nila alam. For legal actions, I welcome them. And of course, I'm always hoping na since wala naman talagang mapapalang maganda sa pakikipagtalo o pakikipag-away na maayos to. On the note na she would apologize to me. Kasi kung tutusin, kahit saan natin tingnan, hindi ko kasalanan na nagkamali kayo sa pageant. Hindi ko kasalanan na palipat-lipat ang date. It's not my fault na palipat-lipat din ang venue. Hindi ko rin kasalanan na hindi natupad yung mga ipinangako nyo. Kaya bakit ako yung pagsasaluhin nyo nung sise? I'm just only clarifying things.